Try that again. This is where you want to be, folks. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Progressive Talk Live with Dusty Smith. Prog Talk! The show where we take a look at the most viral social media stories this week from a progressive viewpoint. How's everybody doing tonight? We have a huge show tonight. Hopefully we'll be able to get through it all. So much to talk about. Got a lot of stuff to cover that we didn't cover on Monday and Tuesday's show. And then a whole bunch of other shit happened. So we'll see how much we get through. If we don't get through it all, I can just do it again on Monday. So how is fucking everybody doing? Let me check the chat. Got my fancy ass new graphics and shit. Just chatting. Here we go. Boom! Look at that. Chat's up. But you gotta say, Dusty, no sound. I know. I fixed it. He is lip syncing. Muted. Yep. I worked it out. I figured it out. It's hard to do all the shit by yourself, to be your own, like, producer while you're fucking doing the live show, but I worked it out. It says the stream is bad, but hopefully it's not. What's up, Todd Carwell? How you doing? I was lip syncing. Yep, but I figured it out. I got it all good now. And thank you for helping the fuzzies. Yep, thank you. Appreciate that. You guys rock. Everybody still alive? Hopefully you haven't got the coronavirus. Staying safe and healthy out there. Don't want anything to happen to you guys because I love you so much. So let's get started, folks. Got a lot to fucking talk about. Let me switch over. Boom! As always, going to start the show e-begging. If you guys like the show, please consider supporting me on Patreon, patreon.com/codcast. We lost a couple. People are mad at me because I dared point out why Joe Biden is better than Trump. And a lot of people upset with me about that. I think a few people are probably scared about the coronavirus. So I lost a few patrons, but that's fine. You know, whatever. If you want to support the show, if you want to see me continue to do 2 shows a week, please, $1 or $2 a month, whatever you can afford. eBay. So anyway, most of the money goes to human assignment, mystery, animal sanctuary, where we rescue cute little dogs and cats and all that shit. You know how it works, folks. You know the spiel by now. You've heard me say it plenty of times. And also, Super Chats! Lifeblood of the show, Super Chats! No question dodged, every question answered. By my love, Super Chats! And we got a few already. Ann Aspich, always the first one to Super Chat me. Thank you, Ann Aspich. Says, for the fur babies, looking forward to the show. Thank you, Ann Aspich. Appreciate you joining me tonight. You rock. And Bradley Elskin. Hey, Dusty, how are you all holding up right now? I am not bad. Let me tell you what happened, see. So, first off, my neighbor came over to check on me. And I opened the door. And the first thing he did was push out his hand to shake my hand. I looked down at his hand. I thought for just a second about not shaking his hand. But, like, I didn't want to be weird. So I just did it. And so the moral of the story is basically I'm an awkward coward that pretty much deserves death. That's what I think. I shouldn't have done it. I should have said, no, dude, you're not supposed to shake my fucking hand. Came over to give me the fucking coronavirus. I appreciate it. But, you know, I might have to live next door to him forever. So for the rest of my life. So I might want to be nice. So I thought I'd be like a... as less awkward as I could possibly be, if that's possible. And then another bad thing happened. Like, all right, last month I found a new type of porn that I really enjoy. A new category of porn that I really enjoy. It's called Dancing Bear. Okay, and what it is basically, it's like these big buff stripper guys, and like they go into like a strip club with there's like 100 women in there, and they just walk around and they have all the women just suck their dicks. Like these women are just like, yeah, I'll suck your dick, stripper man. I've never even met before. You're a hot stripper, yeah. So like one after the other, they're just going from girl to girl to girl getting their dick sucked. And I was like really turned on about that last month, and then this month I'm trying to watch it, and I can't help but think you're all gonna die. You're sucking this guy's dick. He's not washing his dick in between the suckings. You're all going to get the coronavirus and die. Don't do that, you crazy women. So anyway, that genre of porn is ruined forever for me. So that was my week so far. How are you guys doing? Breaking Bat 094 499. I enjoy your last show, and I agree. If you want to beat Trump, we need to be grown about it. Yep, we're going to talk about that more tonight. The new Skeptic community is alive and well with the new left. They're reborn. And it's horrifying, so we're going to take a peek at that. Abe Foreman, or Froman, gave me $5. Thank you, Abe. Very generous. More super chats, please. Please support the show if you're able, if you can. Really appreciate it. So, I got so much shit to talk about. Like, I'm just going to jump right the fuck into it. Might not be able to read too much chat tonight, because I really got to power through all this stuff. Look at all this shit I got to fucking cover. All of this. How am I going to get all this done in 2 hours? Seems impossible. Let's jump on in. First off, Bernie Sanders, keeping it real, dropping the fucking F-bomb. He's like, Bernie Sanders, when MK Araju asked his time frame for a decision, I guess they want him to drop out because it's not looking good for him. And they're like, hey, don't like make people go to the polls and vote for you because there's a pandemic going on, right? We don't need more people to get sick. And, you know, obviously when you go polling and shit, everybody's real close together, and that's bad to spread the coronavirus. So Bernie Sanders drop out, and he's like, I'm dealing with a fucking global crisis right now. Yeah, motherfuckers. Let the man do what he do. Seriously, like Bernie Sanders is our default president right now. He don't have the powers to do what the president does, but he's really the only one out there who is speaking out in a presidential way, trying to keep shit under control. So love me some burners. And he's like, right now, I'm trying to do my best to make sure that we don't have an economic meltdown and that people don't die. Is that enough for you to keep me busy for today? Yeah, is it, motherfuckers? Seriously, leave the man alone. Leave Bernie alone. And like Bernie's killing it. He's out there every day having basically live streams. They had 250,000 views on his live stream today. I'm hosting a virtual roundtable on the economic and health crisis created by the coronavirus outbreak. Dude's killing it. Dude's right there in the face of the public, you know, trying to keep everything calm and copacetic. So, love me some Bernie. Dropping the F-bomb just makes him more of a king to me. And, God damn it, I can't believe that it doesn't look like he's going to get the nomination. He still could. You should still vote for Bernie. Not trying to dishearten you. You absolutely should vote for fucking Bernie. Tell all your friends to vote for Bernie. He could still do it. Doesn't look probable, but that doesn't mean it can't be done. So, get out there and do what you can for Mr. Bernie Sanders. Love that dude. I watched the movie The Hunt last night. You guys heard about this movie? This is the movie that Tim Pool and Donald Trump had canceled, basically. I'm going to go into that. So Tim basically made a video. Like, Tim hadn't even seen this movie. This is what snowflakes they fucking are. He hadn't seen the movie. All he heard was a few bad things. He heard basically the wrong things about it. I'll explain to you why. But so he made videos talking about, oh my God, they should pull this movie. This movie is horrible. It targets Trump supporters. It makes you think you're supposed to go kill Trump supporters. And I love the double talk. He's like, pull the movie, pull the movie. And then he's like, I'm not saying you should pull the movie. It's this double talk they do. They speak out of both sides of their mouth. It's clear that he was trying to create outrage the movie would get pulled. But he also wants to pretend like he's a free speech warrior. So he has to say both at the same time, pull the movie, but also don't pull the movie. So when you accuse him of not being a free speech warrior, when you accuse him of being for censorship, he can say, no, I specifically said don't pull the movie. A lot of these YouTubers do this. They say they speak out of the both sides of their mouth. That gives them plausible deniability when they get caught up with their bullshit. So let's watch him.
Nothing better than going out to the manor and slaughtering a dozen deplorables. That's a line in a movie they thought was appropriate to come out right now, especially with everything happened. Pull the movie. Seriously, I mean, look, man, I'm not saying the movie should be pulled necessarily. Nothing better.
You literally just said pull the movie. Pull the movie, but I'm not saying the movie should be pulled necessarily. So it was a controversy that Tim Pool wholly created about this movie, and then Donald Trump jumped on it. Donald Trump literally tweeted to have this movie pulled after Tim Pool's controversy about it. Liberal Hollywood is racist at the highest levels. What the fuck? This has nothing to do with racism. And with great anger and hate. They like to call themselves elite, but they are not elite. In fact, it is often the people that they so strongly oppose that are actually the elite. The movie coming out is made in order to inflame and cause chaos. They create their own violence, and then they try to blame others. They are the true racist and very bad for our country. 140,000 likes for this. So after Trump tweeted that and Tim Pool put out his controversy about it, made up controversy, Universal Pictures cancels the release of The Hunt following mass shootings and criticism for President Trump. Yeah. Whoa. I can't believe I fucking got this movie pulled like I tried to do. Ooh, shocker. Making up false controversy about this bullshit. So here's the really fucking stupid part about this goddamn movie, folks. It in no way makes Trump supporters look bad. The entire point of the movie was to make fun of liberals. The liberals are the bad guys in this movie, and the Trump supporters are actually the good guys. They make the Trump supporters and the conservatives look like badasses who are the heroes of the movie. And the evil people in this movie are liberals who are such snowflakes that they're willing to kill people over Twitter posts, over fucking nothing, hunt and kill people. And so, and like it didn't even try to make Trump supporters look bad in any way. It didn't try to make them look dumb. It didn't try to belittle them in any way. None of them were like caricatures or anything. They were truly the fucking heroes. And they made huge fun of liberals. Like, they made fun of global warming and being such snowflakes about Trump and everything. So Tim Pool obviously had not seen this movie, and Donald Trump had not seen this movie, but they just want to create controversy where none exists, when it was actually in support of it. That's the hilarious part. They got a movie pulled that was in support of them. And the thing is I actually liked the movie. I thought it was pretty good. It wasn't bad. And I'm the liberal snowflake who's supposed to get upset when you make fun of liberals and make Trump supporters look good. But no, I thought it was actually fairly well done. It was entertaining. It was not the greatest blockbuster ever, but it was like mindless violence for a little while. It wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen. So anyway, oh my God, these people are such fucking hypocrites. They're such a double standard. They will literally get a movie pulled that is in favor of them. Just insanity. So anyway, that's up on the pirate sites. Not that you should ever pirate. Don't ever pirate, folks. That is bad. But if you were going to pirate, it is there for you to pirate. Not that you should do it, but you can. And next up, just while we're talking about Tim Pool, here's another stupid ass fucking thing he said. I've been told that I must abide by a curfew and a sacrifice because we need to flatten the curve and protect what few ICU beds we have. Yet Bernie and Biden say they will allow non-citizens to access our already strained healthcare system. Yeah, folks. Let's just not treat infected, undocumented workers. Let's just let them keep going around there and affecting people. You know, let's make them scared to go to the hospital, because they might get turned in, right? Let's make sure that they never get treated and can infect everybody they come in contact with. Yeah! What could possibly go wrong with this logic, folks? You're definitely not a total piece of shit, are you there, Tim Pool? What a fucking moron. So sad that conservatives made this guy a millionaire for spreading bullshit like this. But that's par for the course with conservatism, you know. That is what they do, right? And, while we're talking about other stupid shit, like, I wish this wasn't real, folks. I wish that I was just making this shit up. But apparently Marvel has decided to create some new superheroes, right? And, okay, I'll just show you. Like, I can't believe this is real. Like, at first I was like, this can't be real. This has to be a fucking joke. So here's their new lineup of teenage superheroes, right? First up, Screen Time. Yeah, look at this badass Screen Time. He loves memes. He's like a 4chan lover, meme-obsessed super teen whose brain became connected to the internet. Oh, hell yeah. So cool. It gets worse, though. They've introduced their first non-binary superhero, and they named them Snowflake. I'm not making this up, folks. Snowflake. And his brother, or their brother, sorry, Safe Space. And this is what they look like. Like, they've created the most stereotypical SJW you can possibly think of and gave them the most stereotypical SJW names as their superheroes. Let me read you this shit. Psychic twins. All twins are psychic, but we are psychicier. Snowflake, a cryokinetic, sorry. Reading's hard. A cryokinetic can materialize snowflake-shaped shuriken projectiles for throwing. Safe Space can materialize pink force fields, but he can't inhabit them himself. The reflex only works if he's protecting others. They're hyper-aware of modern culture and optics, and they see their superheroic as a post-ironic meditation on using violence to combat bullying. They're probably streaming this! Oh God, like, seriously, this might be the most cringe thing I've ever fucking seen in my goddamn life. How could anybody have thought this was a fucking good idea? Like, good Lord, Marvel, you deserve to go bankrupt. Whoever decided to do this should go bankrupt. And they have B Negative and Trailblazer, the chunky one. Yeah, she a Trailblazer. She okay with her body, and so should you be. A regular kid scooped up into the world of teenage superheroing. Her magic backpack is actually a pocket dimension with seemingly infinite space, from which she can pull out useful or random objects, like the bags in World of Warcraft, I guess. It's not always under her control. She claims to get her power from God, but not the God you're thinking of. Oh my, good goddamn. Fuck everything about this. Oh my God, and then here's a guy talking about it. I guess he may be the creator. I don't know who the fuck this guy is, but yeah, let's hear him explain this like it's not completely fucking ridiculous in every humanly possible way.
Snowflake and Safe Space are the twins, and their names are very similar to screen time. It's this idea that these are terms that get thrown around on the internet that they don't see as derogatory, to take those words and kind of wear them as badges of honor. Safe Space is kind of a big, burly, sort of stereotypical jock. He can create force fields, but he can only trigger them if he's protecting somebody else. Snowflake is non-binary and goes by they, them. Snowflake has the power to generate individual crystallized snowflake-shaped shurikens. The connotations of the word snowflake in our culture right now are something fragile. And this is a character who is turning it into something sharp. Snowflake is the person who has the more offensive power, and Safe Space is the person who has the more defensive power. The idea was that they would mirror each other and complement each other. Snowflake and Safe Space.
Boo this man! Boo! Boo, hiss! What in the fuck, people? Oh my god. They are totally out of fucking ideas. I cannot believe somebody greenlit this shit. If they make a movie about this, I'm just gonna commit suicide. I can't live in this world anymore. I'm fucking out. So let me check. I hadn't checked the Facebook and Twitch stream. How's everybody doing on Twitch tonight? What's up, Ragnarok? Doesn't look like anybody's on Twitch. Very few people follow me on Twitch. Be sure to follow me on Twitch, folks, if you're not already doing it. I actually lost my job because of Corona. I worked at a tourist trap, so they are closing for a few months. Luckily, I have a temp job. I'll drop you a super chat on YouTube for Kitty. Say thanks a lot, Steven. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry you lost your job. A lot of people losing their job. We need some kind of a universal basic income stat. This motherfucker's spitting. Hell yes, I am. Also, folks, I want to remind you to go to my new channel, Prog Talk. There is a link in the description of the video. If you're watching this on replay instead of watching it live, be sure to go watch it on my new channel because I got to get my hours up. Cannot get monetized, and I cannot move my podcast over to the new channel until I get it monetized. So help me out with that, folks. Be sure to subscribe to the new channel. If you like this podcast, if you want to continue watching it in the future, it's going to disappear from this channel and it's going to be on the new channel. So be sure you go subscribe to the new channel, click the bell, help me out. Continue to enjoy this show forever. Hells yes. Don't be a beta. Beta! Beta! Yeah! Got my little meme board up there so I can annoy you guys with it. Oh, yeah. So cool right now. Awesome. Wah, wah, wah. Spring break 1999. Hells yeah. All right. Let's see what you guys are saying in the chatty chat. What you guys think of the snowflake? You like that shit? Isn't it amazing? I came in second at a Vampirella contest. I used to masturbate to Vampirella comic books. She was so sexy with their low-cut shirts and shit. Awesome. My goodness, this is a professional or a Marvel. Get a rookie putting out these characters? I know, right? So sad. I think it could work if they came across as a comedic parody. It doesn't sound like it's supposed to be a parody, though. It seems like it's supposed to be, like, for real, Joe. So, control on housing, food, and gas prices, too. True, I'm all for that. The author didn't sound like it's a parody. No, he did not sound like it's a parody. He sounded like he was serious, and I'm embarrassed for him and for all human beings on the planet. This virus is posing everything wrong with the United States and capitalism. Yep. Maybe it'll lead to some good things, hopefully. No, other than all the people dying and whatnot. Maybe, eventually, the government will get their act together and realize we need some kind of universal basic income to just survive. Let me check the super chat. Super chat. Graphics. Any new super chats? Hey, I got $12 from Lobo. What's up, Lobo? Sing a little bit of Sledgehammer for me. I wanna be a sledgehammer. Why don't you call my name? Is that the words? Ow, sledgehammer. That's the only words I know to sledgehammer. So there you go. You're welcome. Appreciate that. More super chats by my love. And let's continue on with the show because I got so much to talk about tonight. Gotta go through it quickly. So anyway, folks, the skeptic community is alive and well. They've had a rebirth. And now they're kind of coming from a more left standpoint, but it's the same exact shit. And these motherfuckers 100% are going to do exactly what they did 4 years ago. They are going to help Trump get elected. Here's a great example. The amazing atheist, TJ. Trump is to the left of Biden and Pelosi at this point. What an embarrassment. What the fuck are you talking about? I 100% goddamn guarantee TJ has not taken 5 minutes to go read Biden's policies. He has not gone to Biden's website. He has no fucking idea what he's talking about. Trump is in no way to the left of goddamn Biden. This is so fucking stupid. God fucking damn it, this is so stupid. The reason he's saying this is because Trump came out with his, I guess, plan to give Americans $1,200, right? And Nancy Pelosi said, well, I want to make sure the money goes to the poor, not to the rich. So I want it more means tested. I want to make sure that people like over $100,000 don't get it. And also, I want to have other ways to help people, like extending unemployment insurance, unemployment benefits for people, stuff like that. So Nancy Pelosi actually wanted to do more and made sure that, we weren't giving money to the rich. Instead of giving money to the rich, we were giving more of that money to the poor. Donald Trump's plan actually does mean testing too. I'll show you in a minute. Like there's 20 million poor people that are not even eligible for it. So in no fucking humanly possible way is Donald Trump to the left of Bernie Sanders or Nancy Pelosi. All you have to do is go to his website, read his policies, go to Joe Biden's website, read the policies and the platform they're running on. There's no way you can believe this if you're educated. But he's doing exactly the fucking thing he did 4 years ago, where he's telling people that Trump is moving the Republicans to the left. It's fucking insanity of the highest goddamn order. And he has his little flying monkeys down here who actually believe the shit come out of his mouth. And he ain't the only one spreading this fucking bullshit either, goddammit. But here, I'll show you this. Rachel Maddow covered this. The poorest families would see smaller benefits. About 22 million people earning under $40,000 a year would see no benefit under the GOP plan. In fact, those that don't make any money, that have made like $0, the poorest among us, don't get anything. So it's means tested as fuck. This is exactly, and it's basically exactly the same plan that Bush did. When Bush crashed the economy and he was so desperate to do anything he can to jumpstart it. That's how Trump is doing here. He is so fucking desperate. He's going to give people $1,200. And another reason he's doing this is to soften the blow a little bit when they fucking bail out Wall Street and the airline companies and the entertainment industry, the tourist industry. More bailouts coming, folks. Billions and billions and billions of dollars for the super rich. They're going to throw us some crumbs to make us, be more okay with it. But I'm not okay with it. Fuck it. If we give these corporations bailouts, we should own their companies. Now, if they can survive by selling their companies to somebody else, they should do that. But if they can't and we have to bail them out, we own that shit. That's my opinion of it. So, total bullshit. But there are other people out there saying the same exact shit. Here's a clip from Kyle Kalinske telling people not to fucking vote. Man, Kyle Kalinske, he has gone off the goddamn deep end, this dude, in my opinion. He's gone completely fucking batshit conspiratorial, and he's literally telling people not to vote now because his boy Bernie didn't get the nomination. So he's going to take his ball, go home, and he's going to ensure Trump gets elected for another 4 years. Listen.
Pete to drop out for a promise of administration positions. So a corrupt, smoke-filled backroom deal. They also got Beto O'Rourke. They trotted him out there to endorse Biden to help Biden in Texas, and it looks like that actually did help Biden in Texas. The one place Beto's liked is Texas. And that coalescing of the establishment and all of the, the behind-the-scenes movements and chess pieces moving into place. Some people call that politics. And that's fine if that's your fall in line for Biden. I'm not playing this game again, guys. We played this game in 2016. I told you guys, I'm in a safe state. I'm in New York, so I'm voting third party. But if I was in a swing state, I would suck it up and vote for Hillary. I'm not playing that game this time around.
So literally, they're just saying not vote. Don't fucking vote. I would love for the Amazing Atheist or Kyle Kalinske to go on Joe Biden's websites and read through his platform and explain why he would rather Trump be in office instead of what Joe Biden is offering. I would love to fucking see. Please do this. Please explain to me why the trans rights Biden is pushing, the assistance for poor people to pay for their rent, his global warming initiatives. I would love to see them go through these lists and explain why Trump is better or why they would ever even consider allowing Trump to stay in office for another 4 years instead of battling him every fucking tooth and nail they can to get him out of there. It's ridiculous. And Chapo Trap House, here's a host of Chapo Trap House just coming right out and telling everybody not to vote for Biden. Just let Trump have it again. Given the misery that Joe Biden has been directly responsible for, created in this country and around the world, there is no calculus whereby a vote for him is morally superior to a voting for Trump. If you watch my last show, folks, you know how stupid this is. I went through his platform and I showed you, and I only showed you a small percentage of it. I don't like Biden, okay? I think he is an unlikable guy. I don't think he's a good candidate. But his policies in every fucking possible way are better than Trump's. They're more humane than Trump's. They help the poor more than Trump's do. People will suffer and die if we don't pass these policies and we let Trump stay in office instead. Fact. These people should be a fucking ashamed of themselves, in my opinion, saying this shit. The point here is that voting is not a moral question. Voting is not a moral. Yes, it is. We confuse it for one because we treat it as a consumer choice, and our morality is the sum total of our consumer choices. Morals inform politics, but casting specific votes is strategic and tactical questions. And from a strategic and tactical perspective, there is no reason to vote for Biden, and many to vote against or to abstain. So when they try to guilt you into voting for Biden, remember that he has more blood on his hands than Trump. Like, this is so stupid and dangerous, folks. Abso-fucking-lutely dangerous. Let me just show you. Let me show you some of the policies that Biden is putting out. Let's talk about it. He's repealing Trump's anti-trans and anti-gay policies, adding more trans and gay protections. He's going to let trans people serve in the military. Trump banned them. So, do we not care about that? He's going to implement infrastructure projects that fix our roads and update our infrastructure in this country. And he's going to try to focus a lot of those projects on minorities who have been, oppressed and held back in our society. And he's going to try to use these projects to uplift them, bring them up to par with the rest of us. Isn't that important to do? Is that something you should vote against? Hell no. He's going to expand high-speed internet to rural areas. He's going to eliminate for-profit prisons. Isn't that an important thing to do? How can you say it's not important to vote for that? Free corona vaccines. Trump says that the healthcare industry needs to make money off this shit, but Biden wants to give everybody free corona vaccines. Isn't that important? He's going to decriminalize the use of cannabis and automatically expunge all prior cannabis use convictions. Isn't that fucking important? How can you say that's worse than Trump? The only way he can say this is if he hasn't actually gone and read the policy. I implore you, Chapel Trap House, do this on your show. Go to his websites, read through the policies, and then explain to your audience why they should not support this and vote for it. If you don't, you're fucking a coward, in my opinion. He's going to end all incarceration for drug use alone, and he said he's going to divert people to court-mandated drug treatment programs. Doesn't that sound way better? Not locking people up for nonviolent drug offenses anymore and instead getting them treatment. Isn't that worth voting for? Free two-year college. Now, it's not as good as Bernie Sanders, obviously, but free two-year state college. Isn't that worth fighting for? Isn't that worth voting for? Isn't that worth not letting Trump stay in office for another 4 years for? Expansion of health care. Millions of people won't be covered, but millions more will be covered than they are now. Isn't that important? Comprehensive global warming directives. This is one of the most important things. Scientists have told us repeatedly, we cannot afford another 4 years of inaction. Do you believe in science or not? Or are you fucking science? Or you not care? Or you not fucking even care about this shit? Campaign finance reform to take private money out of elections. One of the most important fucking issues. He wants to Biden wants to pass policies that make sure that elections are publicly funded. That means the government funds it. You don't have like independent donors, billionaires buying your influence. You have a certain number of money the government gives you, and that's what you use to run on. Doesn't that sound like an important thing to do? Strengthening of labor unions. Do we like labor unions? Trump doesn't. Do we want to back the guy who supports labor unions? I say yes. Support for DACA and Dreamers. Don't we want the undocumented workers who have been in this country and the ones that were basically raised here their entire lives to have a path to citizenship? Isn't that important? Why would we throw these people under the bus to let Trump have another 4 years at it? It's insanity. And the modernization of the immigration policy, our immigration policy is so fucking outdated. And this is just a few, this is just a very few of the policies that Joe Biden is trying to push through the government. Isn't that worth fighting for? In my opinion, yes. But these motherfuckers, they are going to help Trump get elected. And the crazy part is, these guys sit up there and they preach communism, making hundreds of thousands of dollars a year each. Becoming rich as shit. And they're going to help Trump get elected again for another 4 years. I just kind of got to give a middle finger to that shit, folks. Somebody's got to start speaking out against this bullshit. It's fucking ridiculous. And I have more examples of this. Let's keep looking. Skipped that. Let me find where I was again. Oh, here we go. And another one from Kyle Kalinske, man. Kamala Harris pointed out that in 2018 she tried to pass the LIFT Act. And the LIFT Act is a $2 trillion program to give poor people money every month. Single people will get $250 a month, and people with kids get $500 a month, and every month for 10 years. $2 trillion. So Mitt Romney came out with his plan to give every American a one-time payment of $1,000, which is $365 billion total. So Kamala Harris's plan, $2 trillion. Mitt Romney's plan, $365 billion. How the fuck is Mitt Romney to your left? Pathetic. He's not. He is not to your left. Now, yes, I understand Kamala Harris' plan is means tested. Means tested means that you have to meet a certain criteria to be eligible, which is not amazing, in my opinion. But so is Mitt Romney's plan, and so is the GOP's plan they put forward. So in no way is $2 trillion to the right of Mitt Romney's $365 billion. It's stupid. These people are doing whatever they fucking can to lie about and tank the goddamn DNC. Why? Because you're so butthurt that Bernie Sanders didn't get the fucking nomination? I am too, but I'm not going to fucking throw people under the bus for it. I'm not going to fight against policies that will help people. I'm not going to hurt my fellow human being because of my butthurt. It's ridiculous. And he's not the only one that said this. Lots of people were coming out and saying this shit. Michael Brooks, man. Why is Mitt Romney proposing more money than you? He's not. Her plan was $2 trillion. Mitt Romney says $365 billion. What the fuck? It's simple math. Why are you guys lying? 7,700 likes for this. You guys are supposed to be on the left pushing progressive policies, and instead you're lying to make the GOP and the right look better. I don't understand. Like, what the fuck? The skeptic community is alive and well, folks. And I would show you Kamala Harris's tax plan. I don't even like Kamala Harris's LIFT Act. It doesn't go far enough, in my opinion. I think it should be something like $2,000 a month for everybody continuously. At least $1,500 a month. So I'm not even a fan of Kamala Harris's tax plan, but at the same time, to claim that her $2 trillion plan is to the right of Mitt Romney is stupid. It doesn't make any sense. And this is another thing they did, man. They've gone and become conspiratorial nut jobs. They're in no way skeptical in any way. So Kyle Kalinske, the amazing atheist, a bunch of people posted this picture. This is from a news program, I guess a NBC station or whatever. And this happened the day before the election. They had these pictures that came up that had tallies of what the votes are, but the votes weren't until the next day. So they're like, so Kyle Kalinske was like, oh my God, there's no logical way to explain this. It's a conspiracy. There's no whoever posted it took the post down, but this is the picture that the person posted. And Kyle said, there's no logical explanation for this sort of rigging. Complete conspiratorial nut job. So when I saw it, the first thing I saw was, yeah, there's a totally logical explanation. The people that worked in the graphics department probably make mock-ups to practice for the live show. They probably mocked this up and they accidentally broadcast it. And then they came out and they said, yes, that's exactly what happened. We made mock-ups and we actually broadcast. Isn't that Occam's razor? The simplest solution is usually the correct solution. Other than it's a giant conspiracy theory. Why the fuck? If the DNC was rigging the elections, why would they send all the news organizations the fake results a day early to bring all these new people into the conspiracy that don't need to be in it? Why would they just not rig the elections and then let the news agencies report on it in real time? The news agencies would not have to be in on this conspiracy. It's Alex Jones type shit. This is the how far off the deep end these motherfuckers are going. It's pretty annoying. And if you read through the comments, a lot of people, yeah, it's definitely. Amazing Atheist was on it too, man. Whoa, a glitch in the fucking Matrix. What the fuck? The sham is revealed. No, motherfucker, you're just not a skeptic anymore. You never were a skeptic. But you definitely fucking ain't a skeptic now. When you look at that and you cannot immediately see that there is a simpler solution than a giant fucking conspiracy behind all this. I know that you and Kyle Kalinske are buddies, but dude, like, didn't you used to pretend to be a fucking skeptic? And even Peter Coffin's girlfriend, I guess she removed it. Even she was spreading that bullshit. I guess she took that tweet down earlier today, or maybe she blocked me. I don't know. Either way. A lot of times people see that I bookmark their shit, and they're like, holy fuck, I better delete this or block Dusty before he, I was going to say destroys me on his show, but that seems very arrogant. So before he calls me out, I guess that's a more modest way to put it. And I agree with Malarkey Culkin here. I don't care if LGBT and abortion rights are secure for the next generation. I need my grift to continue. My bills don't pay themselves, and the thought of getting a different job makes me fill my adult diapers. This is Peter Coffin again. Very much believe Bernie Sanders should run third party, forming a new one. Joe is not going to win. We could at least show significant support to an actual left-wing party and get it off the ground. So all this will do is ensure that Trump wins. If Bernie runs third party, that will 100% ensure Trump wins because he's going to split the vote, right? Split the lefty vote and the Democratic vote. But these people literally are going to help Trump get elected. And they continuously say Biden can't win. Biden is nationally ahead in the polls of Trump right now, like 4 points. The economy today tanked another 1,000 points. It is now below where it was when Trump took office. It wasn't even a big bump, but the entire bump that Trump got the stock market is completely fucking gone now. If it continues down this path, Biden can easily fucking win. If these motherfuckers don't continuously try to help Trump win, it's insane. This new left, it's so frustrating that they're doing this again. They're doing the exact same thing they did 4 years ago. And they're going to say the exact same thing. Hey, we're not supporting Trump. We're just against Biden. And then every negative thing they say about Trump, they're going to say 20 things about Biden. For every negative video they put out about Trump, they're going to put out 20 against Biden. But no, we're not helping Trump. You are. This is exactly what the fuck you did before. Not you specifically, but the skeptics did it. It's frustrating to see history repeat itself like this. And for me to keep calling it out over and over again and have people still not fucking listen, man. And I agree with Nero Tandon here. I'm sorry, there seems to be some people who are falling for the idea that Trump is going left. Did you just fall off the turnip truck? These are the same folks who told us he'd be for single payer when he became president. And he still tried to rip healthcare from people. How stupid are you people? I don't believe that they believe this. I just believe that they see it as some kind of grift. I can't believe that they could be this stupid. They have to know what they're doing. I don't believe they're this dumb. It would be almost better if they were this dumb. Because it would be less evil in a way. It wouldn't be good, but it would be less evil. And like I said, the Republican plan, they found a way to mail checks and still screw it up. The people that don't make any money at all, the most poor among us, don't get anything. It's means tested, and then basically they're going to give people a one-time payment of $1,200, and that's it. It's exactly the same thing that Bush did. This is what Republicans do. They get in office and they fucking tank the guy. It happens every time. They tank the fucking economy. And then they have to bail out the businesses. They have to bail out the people. Why do we keep electing these people, folks? It's just insanity. And Jimmy Dore, another one. Jimmy Dore going fucking nuts. Jimmy Dore out here calling Bernie a Nazi. Or insinuate, or not calling him a Nazi, comparing him to Nazis. Let's listen.
Told people on Tuesday, don't fucking vote. This is stupid and we should stop this. Bernie and the DNC and Biden said, go ahead, go vote. Which to me is it's sociopathic that they did that. And so it's over. That it is sociopathic. That's the kind of stuff Nazis do. You know, I talked about even ISIS told their people.
That's the kind of stuff Nazis do. God damn it, this dude. Bernie Sanders' parents, I think, were killed by the Nazis. His family definitely was killed by the Nazis. These people have just gone crazy, man. This new left is completely fucking nuts. I can only assume they're doing it because they're getting ratings. They're getting huge numbers by creating these ridiculous controversies. But I agree with the progressive voice here. This is some career-ending level shit here, man, but it's not. He'll be rewarded for this bad behavior. He'll be rewarded for this stupid-ass shit. And then everybody and their dog was posting this shit on Biden. Everybody. Like, I saw this. It's 1.1 million, just this particular video, but all the new left were posting this to shit on Biden. And, like, I shit on Biden plenty, too. I probably shit on him some more in this show, but to me, they're sort of nitpicking here. I'm going to show you this video, and to me, here's what it looks like. He was doing a live stream, and the live stream ended, and he stood there for a second. It looks like he's looking at whoever's behind the camera or who is producing the show for some kind of signal that they're off the air. So he's standing there waiting for some kind of signal, just silently. And then his wife comes up while he's waiting for the guy, and they have kind of an awkward encounter. And yeah, it's sort of awkward, but people are blowing this so out of proportion to make him look bad for really, in my opinion, no reason. Very strange, in my opinion. Let's watch.
Thank you all. Thank you all for listening.
He's like he's standing there and he's looking for like a symbol, and then his wife comes over and he hugs her. They have like a little sort of an awkward hugging kiss.
Thanks.
And that's it. Okay. And so basically they slammed him for that all week. Everybody slammed him for that. Look how senile he is, just standing there. He's clearly waiting for an all clear signal. What the fuck? Like, when you're in front of the camera doing live events and shit, awkward things happen. You fuck up sometimes. You're not perfect. It's not scripted. You're not an actor. I have problems with Biden, but blowing this little petty shit out of proportion is going to do nothing but help Trump get elected again, which, in my opinion, we cannot fucking afford. Silliness. And, Lauren Ingram from Fox News would like to speak to the coronavirus's manager. Americans need to know a date certain when this will end. The uncertainty for businesses, parents, and kids is just not sustainable. Who the fuck are you going to ask? It's a pandemic. Are you going to call the Coronavirus Corporation and ask where they're shutting their doors? Oh, my God. So ridiculous. Anyway, let's check the chat real quick. Chat. What you got to say in the chat? Dusty, you're becoming increasingly difficult to listen to. Well, then stop. Immediately stop and fuck off. Like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm not trying to kowtow to you people. If I was going to do that, I would have become an anti-SJW and, join that whole community. I have worked very hard to purge you dipshits from my audience. So if you don't like it, fuck off. Goodbye. Don't let the door hit you where God split you. Nobody gives a shit. Seriously, folks. Nobody gives a fuck. We all have Biden moments. Yeah, like, I fuck up all the time on this show. I lose my train of thought. Cat runs across the room and I hear it. And I completely forget what I was going to say. It happens to everybody. That's what happens when you're doing shit live. Trump is going to have a field day with Biden. I mean, Trump can't even put a sentence together. What the fuck are you talking about? I think you guys totally overestimate Trump in every way. What has he done to convince you he's some kind of genius? What is wrong? Like, what is wrong with you people? He can't even read a teleprompter correctly, much less give a live speech forming coherent sentences. It's Trump. He's literally one of the dumbest human beings on the planet. It doesn't make any sense. It's like, to me, it seems like a lot of you people want Biden to lose and want to help Biden to lose so that you can say, see, I told you so. Instead of doing the right thing and trying to help the positive policies he's trying to push forth get passed, you're trying to sabotage him so you can say, I told you so. You're fucking children. Grow the fuck up. People are going to die. People are going to suffer. Put on your big boy pants and do the right thing. And if you're tired of listening to me, fuck off. There's plenty of dipshits out there who are on your side about helping Trump to win again. I'm not going to be one of them because I've read the fucking policies. If you're too stupid to go yourself and read the policies and support what's best for the people of this country, then you should fuck off. I don't give a shit. I'm not looking to be popular. I'm looking to do what's right for my fellow human beings. And if that's not popular with you, eat a dick. Was nice knowing you. Fuck off. Pretend you never knew me. It's all good, dude. Seriously. And yes, he fit the most powerful winning politician in the USA. He got 3 million less votes. He only won because we stood on the slave era system that was set up to give the slave states more power. So yes, because of our outdated system, the guy who got 3 million less votes won. Genius. But I wouldn't really pat him on the back too much for that. That's more to do with our bullshit system than any kind of genius on Trump's part, right? Good God. Dusty, you're the only person on the left I can watch without cringing love you. I love you back. Appreciate that. You know, I'm doing what I can. Trump is a demagogic vulgarian. Biden is the way to go, obviously, if you read the policies. Trump policy because money in his pocket, fuck everyone else. Yep. I think he ran for president just so he could lower his tax bracket. That's what I think. Dusty, just go ahead and read Biden's article on foreign affairs. Okay. You can send it to me and I'll read it. But I'll also go read the actual policies and the platform he is running on. And I already did that to you on the last show. And if you haven't done that, you should absolutely do that. And then you should go read the platform that Trump is running on. And if you cannot see an incredibly marked difference between the two, if you can't see that one is incredibly better for society, if you can't see that one is going to hurt people, cause people to die, and one is going to help people to live, then honestly, you're too stupid to take seriously. That's what I found with a lot of you. I just think a lot of you haven't actually gone to Reddit, so you don't really know what the fuck you're talking about. A lot of you didn't watch my show where I read it to you. I made it real easy. I read the whole fucking thing to you. So, I don't know. Frustrating. I also can concede to some Bernie supporters that there was probably some backroom issues, nomination without rigging the nomination for him. I mean, yeah, they obviously coalesced around Biden. I don't have any problem believing that. I don't have any problem believing there were some biases. A lot of biases that help people to push for Biden's nomination. It doesn't take any kind of giant conspiracy theories to make this happen, though. It's just normal human bias. It happens it's what happens in our newsrooms. Like, take the Washington Post, for example. Do I believe that Jeff Bezos, the richest man in the world who owns the Washington Post, is telling the writers of the Washington Post what to write? The Washington Post is clearly very anti-Bernie. Do I think Jeff Bezos is directly involved in a conspiracy telling them what to write? No, I don't think that. But I do think Jeff Bezos hires people who know what he wants and want to get the boss happy. He hires people who are biased in the same way he is biased. And they want to make their boss happy. So it doesn't actually take any conspiracy to make this happen. And that's usually how things work. Dusty, you are so far ahead of so many. You're way quicker on the uptake than most, sir. I appreciate it. Like, it feels like Groundhog Day to me because I did this 4 years ago. We did this with Hillary, right? Where I was mad for about 90 days, maybe less, at the DNC for what I perceived as them screwing Bernie out of the nomination. And so I was open to Trump being elected. I was openly open to Trump to be elected. But then I went and read all of Trump's policies. I actually have a video about this. I did it. And I read all of Trump's policies, and I read all of Hillary's policies, and I realized that Hillary's policies were in every fucking possible way better than Trump's policies. And so I immediately, as hardcore as anybody, campaigned against Trump. And it seems like exactly the fucking same shit is happening again. So I'm just trying to, learn from my mistakes this time and be better. Self-improvement, very important. Has everyone got their Bezos bucks? I'm still waiting for my check. 100 million people cannot be voter suppressed. I get both sides of the picture. I mean, I'm a policy wonk. It's the policies that matter. The policies these people are likely to implement are what's important. Not that Biden kisses his granddaughter on the lips. Not that he voted for the Iraq war, which I think is shitty. Incredibly fucking shitty. But the policies he is likely to enact now, in the current day, and how they are going to affect my fellow human beings, my fellow Americans. That's what's important to me. And I think that should be important to everybody, but it doesn't seem like it is. It seems like people's votes are based on, I don't say nonsense, but more nonsensical things than just basing them off policy, which is the most important thing in my opinion. All right, let's check the super chats. Super chats! Label of the show, super chats! For your animal is $3. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Big Bad Gangster. I can't read that on that screen. Let me move over to the screen over here. Boom. What the fuck? If you love Bernie, but he loses the primary, you have a social responsibility to vote for the candidate that most closely represents your views. Agreed. And Bernie's going to drop out, and there's no doubt about he's going to back Biden, in my opinion. He's going to probably go on campaign tours and stump for Biden. And when he does that, all the people that pretend that they love Bernie, or a lot of them, are going to fucking turn against him. Not all of them, but a lot of these lefties, they're going to turn fucking against Bernie Sanders and start calling him names. Watch it fucking happen. I mean, they've done it to everybody else. Why would they not do it to Bernie? They did it to Elizabeth Warren. They did it to Yang. They did it to Buttigieg. They did it to Kamala. They're going to do the same thing to Bernie. It's really strange to watch. Big Bad Gangster, $4.99. I already read that. Boss Man, $6, $7, and $9. What's up, Boss Man? $10. Thank you. Man, you're on a roll tonight. I appreciate it. Like, I am just saying what I think, right? I it's frustrating because I was going to complain about losing Patreon subscribers, but you guys don't hear that, so I'll shut the fuck up about that. Ben Porter, $10. Dusty, they want Trump to win because they can't get their guy. It's not even a secret at this point. They want the establishment destroyed, even if it's worse. That's the world they're in. Well, I agree. They want this revolution to happen, and they don't care who has to get hurt in the meantime. In the years and years and years it takes to have this revolution happen. They actually want people to hurt because they think if people are hurt, they'll be more likely to cause the revolution. But who knows how many years that's going to take or if it's ever going to happen. So you just want people to suffer indefinitely until you get your fucking way? Well, that sounds like some baby ass bullshit to me. That sounds like some whiny ass piss baby bullshit. I was going to play my sound effect. Oh God, I'm on the wrong screen. I can't put it on the screen. Fuck. Anyway, thank you for that. Appreciate that, Ben Porter. More super chats if you can, if you're able. Let me continue on with the show. Got so much to cover still. Donald Trump out there calling the coronavirus the Chinese virus. A lot of people are following suit. And the exact same thing is happening as when he was telling brown people to go back to where they came from. Led to literal terrorists murdering brown people. And tons of racist shitheads walking around telling people, oh, speak English or go back to where you came from, following Trump's lead. Well, now here they're attacking Chinese people, blaming them for the coronavirus, people that have nothing to do with it, nothing. Because Trump wants to spread racism. You see this? 2 children and 2 adults were stabbed at Sam's in Midland, Texas, because people associate Asians with the coronavirus, calling it the Chinese virus encourages fear and racism. I will hold you personally responsible for every hate crime here on after. But yeah. We have a white supremacist in the White House, folks. And people out there want to say Biden is just as bad or worse. How can you take these motherfuckers seriously? How can any of you fucking take them seriously? You shouldn't. You should push back, and you should push back hard against them. And this was kind of funny a little bit. It's like, wait for it. Wait for it. All the beer's gone, pretty much. All that beer's gone. Got a little bit of Budweiser left, but most of the Budweiser's gone. All that beer's gone. All that beer's gone. All that beer's gone. All the Corona's still there. What the fuck, America? It's not the same thing. You won't get coronavirus from Corona beer, you goddamn idiots. Oh my God, America's so stupid. Like, I don't want to say we deserve death, but just a little bit, just a tiny bit we do. And this is an interesting thread, folks. Now, before you get mad, because I know somebody's going to get mad at this, there's another side to this that I'm going to show after I show this. So wait for it. Okay. Wow, Earth is recovering. Air pollution is slowing down. Water pollution is clearing up. Natural wildlife returning home. Coronavirus is Earth's vaccine. We are the virus. And then he's about to show some unexpected results from human beings being quarantined. Here's an unexpected side effect of the pandemic. The waters flowing through the canals of Venice is clear for the first time in forever. The fish are visible. The swans return. So look at that. It's pretty cool. The businesses and the tourists are not, I guess, polluting the rivers and the canals as much as they used to, so the water's cleaner. Saving lives. Coronavirus lockdown saved 77,000 lives in China just by reducing pollution. Yeah, you know, all the businesses are shut down, so the environment's better. Not so much pollution. People are living. That's great, huh? Dolphins are returning to the coast of Italy now that cruise ships and other human activities have halted. Pretty cool. Another negative side effect of capitalism, that once you slow that shit down, the wildlife returns. And anyway, had several things like that. But then another guy made a counter post, which I also thought was very interesting. So there's two sides to every story. As someone who works on climate change every day, this is not the hot take that we need. Yes, there's a temporary reduction in pollution, which is always a good thing, but not at the expense of potentially millions or tens of millions of lives. Also, with the change in focus, we're losing months, if not the entire year, to make progress on transitioning off of fossil fuels. We're seeing additional government bailouts for the fossil fuel industry. We're seeing postponements and delays on vital climate change conferences and agreements. Additionally, with the economic downturn, we're going to see fewer people upgrade their vehicles to electric and solar on their roofs. Also, the vast majority of solar panels and other equipment are manufactured in China, so supplies have become significantly strained. So, yep, two sides to every coin, folks. There's good things about it, there's bad things about it, and it's always good to look at the issue fully. And, don't worry, folks, the celebrities are going to save us. That's not the video I wanted to watch. Gal Gadot, I guess, started this. Wonder Woman Gal Gadot. She came out and released this video where she got a bunch of celebrities to sing Imagine from John Lennon.
Imagine there's no heaven.
Done.
It's easy if you try.
Very easy.
No hell below us.
Anyway, so all these celebrities got, they were singing their little song there, and they were like, yeah, man, cool. This will really go over well with the public, and it did not go over well with the public. 17.1 million views, and most of the comments were like this one. When COVID-19 began hitting South Korea hard, South Korean celebrities came forward every day to donate money to the national response. In the U.S., we get this shit. Yeah, man, you're all multi-millionaires. You should be donating your money instead of singing to us on Twitter. You should set an example. Be like, hey, I'm going to donate $5 million to buy ventilators from hospitals. I want all the other celebrities to match my donations. And then have the video where you're all sitting around talking about all the donations you're giving. Wouldn't that have been better? Instead of this slacktivism bullshit. Come on, celebrities. You can do better than this. And then this dude made this video to make fun of them. I'll show you a little bit of it.
Somebody once told me the world was gonna roll me. I ain't the sharpest tool in the shed. She was looking kinda dumb with her finger and her thumb in the shape of an L on her forehead. And well,
shit, you guys can't
start
see
coming
this.
and they don't stop coming. Fed to the rules and I hit the ground running. Didn't make sense not to live for fun. What? Your blank as fuck, but your head gets
I forgot to split it back over to this screen so you guys can see what's going on.
done. So much to do, so much to see. So what's wrong with taking the back streets? You never know if
Anyway, I forgot, since I didn't let you guys see the Gal Gadot one if you haven't seen it. Here it is.
Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try.
So anyway, celebrities, they're hilarious. So self-absorbed. What is wrong with you folks? So anyway, didn't go over well for them. There are a few posts like this one I thought was pretty funny. If you don't get this reference, you need to see the movie Parasite, where this guy was driving his rich boss around, and he hated his rich boss because his rich boss kind of treated him like shit, talked shit behind his back. So they're kind of making Gal Gadot the out-of-touch rich person who the actual working class can't stand. Pretty funny. And then articles like this were all over the fucking place. Celebrities have been self-isolating for days now, and it's safe to say some are coping better than others. BuzzFeed, and holy shit. Really don't want to fucking hear about how hard it is for celebrities to self-isolate in their multi-million-dollar, multi-acre, fully staffed mansions. No shit. Who gives a fuck? Why don't you focus on the poor people who are really having a shitty time with not having jobs because of this? Not millionaires crying because they're bored in their fucking mansions. And then what is this? Oh god, they deleted it. Fuck. What? Oh my god. I was gonna they just deleted it for the show. This was what is that chick's name? Oh, the one from High School Musical. She put out a video that was really tone deaf about how people are going to die from coronavirus, and she seemed really flippant about it, but they removed it, so fuck that. Anyway, next up, you guys remember what the fuck's this girl's name? I'm drawing blanks now. See, this is why you can't make too much fun of Biden, because when you're live, it's hard. You forget shit. Her name is Amanda Bynes. Yeah, Amanda Bynes. Remember Amanda Bynes? Man, I must have watched the movie She's the Man like 50 times with my ex-wife, Cindy. We love that movie for some reason. Anyway, this is what she used to look like. Good old Amanda Bynes, but then she kind of went a little bit bonkers, and now she looks unrecognizable. She looks like this now. She has a face tattoo and a big nose ring.
Hey everyone, this is Paul, my fiance.
What's up?
I'm so lucky. As you can see, he's dropped like gorgeous. He's also the best person on the face of the earth, but I just wanted to post a video to say I'm sorry to everyone whom I called ugly on Twitter. I was feeling so ugly at the time, and it was really hard for me to express myself at the time because I was so drugged out. And now I've remained sober for over a year. Same with Paul. And I just want to let you know that I love you guys, and I'm so happy now. I feel like I got what's mine, and that is...
Well, I'm glad she's happy, but she looks completely different. And now she's got face tattoos and shit. I don't know, not my thing, but if she's happy, I guess more power to her. And she's pregnant also. I guess that was the whole point of that. She's announcing that she's pregnant. And Idris Elba, Black James Bond, he got the coronavirus. Oh, hell no, Idris, say it ain't so.
So look, this morning I got some test results back for coronavirus, and it came back positive. Yeah, and it sucks. Listen, I'm doing okay. Sabrina hasn't been tested, and she's doing okay.
Anyway, Audra got the fucking virus. Poor Audra. Oh, hell no. But like, how'd he get tested so fast? This happened like last week. Like, regular people can't get tested that fast, but celebrities with money, they like, test them immediately. That don't seem fair. God damn it, America. Rich people always get everything first. But anyway, in these trying times where it's all depressing and upsetting, there is still some beauty in the world. This is what the lockdown in Spain looks like. They all get on their balconies and sing to each other. They make the best of it. It's just a beautiful thing to watch. Pretty cool. Sometimes you just got to make the best out of life, right? Even in quarantine, there's still beauty in the world. So, love to see that. A little wholesome goodness for you. And now it's time to get pissed off. Are you ready to be angry? Fuck, this guy absolutely should be in jail. Look at how fucking disgusting this ghoul is. Like, literally a bad guy from a movie.
Fear of this coronavirus is faith in its ability to hurt you or kill you. The fear of what are we going to do? I'm getting laid off at work. Hey, your job's not your source. If it is, you're in trouble. Jesus is your source. Whatever you do right now, don't you stop tithing. Don't you stop sowing offerings. Well, they won't let us go to church. Well, email it in there, text give or something, but you get your tithe in that church. If you have to go take it down there and drop it off and stick it under the door or something, you get that tithe in that church, you get that offering in that church, and then you go home and you do what we're supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't care if you're fucking bankrupt. I don't care if you lost your job. Give me my money. I need your money. Jesus needs it. Jesus is broke. You know, Jesus is bad with money, dude. I think Jesus would be better with fucking money. God damn it, Jesus. Somebody turned like one fish into like 1,000 fishes and fed everybody. He should just get like $1 bill. Make $1 million. Hey, Jesus, can he do that? I'm starting to think you might be full of shit. He's like a Golem impersonator. It's like, God, it's so freaky. He's worth $100 million, folks. It's just so depressing. Don't even want to think about it. And this guy is a fucking king. Hilarious. Watch this dude. What's with the volume? I guess there's no volume on this, but basically he's like, get your fucking hands down, you idiot. Put your fucking hands down, moron. What are you trying to slap my hands for? Put your hand away, you fucking idiots. They try to kill you. Try to kill the fucking sports players. And this is a great idea, folks. Don't self-isolate alone. Animal shelters everywhere are encouraging fostering a pet during coronavirus pandemic. There are so many animals out there that need your help. So many little fellows out there, you know, just waiting for somebody to love them. And, you know, you don't have to be alone. A lot of you have a lot of love to give, and these animals sure need it. So maybe consider adopting or fostering or something like that. And I don't know. And if you don't want to foster, you can help me foster. Hell, super chat. E-beg. Next up, this is pretty funny. People, I want 2020 to be like the roaring 20s. Earth, all right, infectious disease is spreading. No, not like that. Earth, the U.S. stock market is tanking. Oh, no, wait. Laughing my ass off. Bars can't be open anymore. Yep, it's the roaring 20s, folks. We're doomed. Don't you remember what happened in those days? I think there was a slight depression or something. Might not be something we want to repeat, but looks like we're gonna. Another 1,000-point drop in the stock market today. It ain't looking good, but anyway, we'll just try to keep a stiff upper lip and not get too depressed about it. And people who aren't panic buying and just need basic necessities, this is what I'm like. Went to the store the other day and we wanted to get some sugar so we could make some smoothies. Nope. Literally did not have a single bag of sugar. There was not a single bag of rice, no toilet paper, no paper towels. What the fuck? God damn it, people. Save some for the rest of us. Not everybody can afford to buy the whole goddamn store out. Assholes. And, Paul Joseph Watson back at it again with his racist ass shit. Diverse areas of the UK seem to be having problems with panic buying.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh, we just want to get our cereal! We just want
So this is something Paul Joseph Watson does all the time. He'll post something that brown people or black people are doing that's wrong, and he'll be like, look what diversity is bringing us. But he never posts like anything that bad that white people do and say stuff like, look what white people are doing. No, this is just pure goddamn racism and xenophobia. He wants to make people fear immigrants. He wants to make people hate minorities. And this is what like a huge section of his fan base get off on. They are just straight up fucking racist. And been calling this douchebag out for years. People don't know this, but he has literally been working for Alex Jones for 20 years. He's a lot older than he looks. One of the greatest disseminators of lies and false information in the history of the internet. And he's a millionaire! Million followers on Twitter, because this is what the goddamn world rewards over and over again. Racism, xenophobia, shitheadedry. Depressing! But don't think about it, don't think about it. Him at Meta from the Friendly Atheist pointing out, this is what religious delusion looks like in a crisis. This Jehovah's Witness leader is practically salivating over the pandemic. They could not be happier, folks.
So the events unfolding around us are making clearer than ever that we're living in the final part of the last days, undoubtedly the final part of the final part of the last days, shortly before the last day of the last days.
How creepy this guy is. Holy shit, man. Why would anybody listen to this? But they're getting, yes, the last days. It's only been 2,000 years. Jesus is going to go back any second now, folks. Believe it. Believe that shit. Well, I don't believe it. Shut the fuck up. He ain't coming back, dude. Get the fuck over it already. All of you people out there that still believe this shit, it's the longest game of fucking telephone in history. My parents told me this shit when I was a kid. Their parents told them this shit when they were kids. Their parents told them this shit when they were kids. Forever. Back for 2,000 years. Cut the cord already. Let's move the fuck on. And this interesting video went viral. 15 million views, showing how Fox News' coverage of the coronavirus changed so dramatically in a week.
This is yet another attempt to impeach the president. And sadly, it seems they care very little for any of the destruction they are leaving in their wake. We must test for the virus in order to stop the spread of it. What could be a very great recession. Some predicting even a depression.
At worst case scenario, it could be the flu.
I feel like the more I learn about this, the less there is to worry about.
I was about to say the same thing. We don't have immunity to this virus. It's a new virus. It's a pandemic strain of a virus we haven't seen before.
All the talk about coronavirus being so much more deadly doesn't reflect reality. Without a vaccine, the flu would be far more deadly. We are facing an incredibly contagious and dangerous virus that is moving across the world from one hotspot to another.
We're going to call out anyone and everyone who's using this virus as a political weapon against the president. The standard flu every single year kills tens of thousands of Americans. We are now entering what will be the crucial defining 15-day period as it relates to this virus, where we must slow the spread of coronavirus.
It's actually the safest time to fly. Everyone I know that's flying right now, terminals are pretty much dead. We have a responsibility to slow down this virus and to think of other people during this time. And so if you can keep your distance and prevent someone from getting close to you that might be sick, you could save your family, you can save the elderly, and help our country as a nation.
It is absolutely disgusting that Democrats are seeking to use this complex virus to score cheap political points. This dangerous health crisis could dovetail quickly into a political crisis, already feeling economic ramifications of it all.
Yeah, that's crazy. And 1 week completely changed their tune. They were downplaying this left and fucking right, calling it a Democratic hoax. And now they're actually having to take it seriously. Even Trump did that, right? Trump was downplaying it, saying, oh, we have one case. It's going to be fine. We pretty much already have a cure for it. And then suddenly taking it very fucking seriously. Just shows you how the propaganda arm of the Republican Party, which is Fox News, brainwashes the masses, and they can just like flip it on a dime. Completely change. They definitely got a memo or something, I'm assuming, from the heads up that said, you motherfuckers got to calm down downplaying this shit. Because the more people that die, it's going to get reported like other news organizations. And we're going to look like the liars we are. So maybe stop lying about this just for the time being. I guess that's what happened. And, unfortunately, Donald Trump, the worst human being on the planet, is president. It's hard to believe, folks. People think this guy is the most honest president we've ever had when he's literally the largest liar we've ever had in fucking office. Let's have a look.
We have it totally under control. It's one person coming in from China.
We think we have it very well under control.
We pretty much shut it down coming in from China. You know, in April, supposedly it dies with the hotter weather.
When it gets warm, historically, that has been able to kill the virus.
People are getting better. They're all getting better.
And the 15 within a couple of days is going to be down to close to zero. It's going to disappear. One day, it's like a miracle. It will disappear.
And you'll be fine.
They're going to have vaccines, I think, relatively soon. Not only the vaccines, but the therapies. Therapies is sort of another word for cure.
We're talking about very small numbers in the United States.
Our numbers are lower than just about anybody. It's really working out. And a lot of good things are going to happen.
And we are responding with great speed and professionalism.
It's going to go away.
Yeah, no, I don't take responsibility at all.
We're going to all be great. We're going to be so good. This came up, we came up so suddenly.
This is a pandemic. I felt it was a pandemic long before it was called a pandemic. All you had to do is look at other countries.
The coronavirus, you know that, right? Coronavirus. And this is their new hoax. We're 15 people in this massive country. And because of the fact that we went early. We could have had a lot more than that. We're doing great. Our country is doing so great.
See, all you people say, oh, Trump is going to have a field day with Biden. Like, literally, this is all Biden has to show. Shit like this. Just replay his lies. There's so many of them. It's unlimited footage of him lying his ass off day in and day fucking out. Biden absolutely can goddamn win. And And I guess it's probably a large part of the reason that Fox News changed their tune. They're basically a cult, a Trumpian cult that basically follows his example. So I guess when he was downplaying it all that time, they downplayed it. Then when he took it seriously, they took it seriously. Monkey see, monkey do. It's the blind leading the fucking blind out there. But, oh man, how the fuck did we get Trump as president? And so all these lefties that are trying to get Trump reelected again, push back, folks. Don't buy into this shit. Don't let them allow Trump to destroy this country for another 4 years. Anybody who tells you Biden is worse or the same, and it's not worth trying to pass the policies he's pushing, push back on them. Don't fucking be quiet about that shit. We have to start speaking out against this shit. They're trying to do the same shit again. Fuck no. Look at this asshole. He's like getting a briefing about the coronavirus. And he's sleeping, closing his eyes bored. Imagine your country is facing a modern bubonic plague. I couldn't play this.
Space in hospitals, including respirators. As Dr. Bergs explained to me, that many people that require a respirator is because of a surgery gone wrong. And so this frees up more of our capacity across the board. I know it's not lost on any of the governors here, Mr. President, that by standing up,
closing his eyes, not paying attention, crossing his arm. Imagine your country is facing a modern bubonic plague, and while the nation's top experts are giving you a brief, you think, I'll just cross my arms and defiantly and take a nap. Yep. That's Trump for you. He'll go out there and call Joe Biden Sleepy Joe tomorrow, but he's exactly the fucking same way, folks. Gonna tell me he's gonna have a field day with Biden. Holy shit. The dude's a joke. A horrible, horrible, unfunny joke. And, did you see this one today? This news reporter set him up beautifully. He asked a very respectful question. A softball question that Trump could have knocked out of the park. He just asked him, what do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who were scared? And Trump could have said, anything. Like, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Not that, but some kind of cool, inspirational quote to go down in history. He could have made Americans feel more secure. He could have given any answer in the world to make him feel better, but instead he decides to attack the reporter for even asking the question. Watch this asshole.
The Americans were scared, though. I guess nearly 200 dead, 14,000 who are sick, millions, as you witnessed, who are scared right now. What do you say to Americans who are watching you right now who are scared?
I say that you're a terrible reporter. That's what I say. Go ahead. I think it's a very nasty question, and I think it's a very bad signal that you're putting out to the American people. The American people are looking for answers, and they're looking for hope. And you're doing sensationalism, and the same with NBC and Comcast. I don't call it Comcast. I call it Concast. Let me just for whom you work. Let me just tell you something. That's really bad reporting. And you ought to get back to reporting instead of sensationalism. Let's see if it works. It might and it might not. I happen to feel good about it, but who knows? I've been right a lot. Let's see what happens, John.
Just such a petulant child. Has no tact whatsoever. All he had to do was make America feel better. Comfort us. Say to the people out there that are scared, we're working hard. We are going to beat this thing. America always overcomes these obstacles. We're the greatest country in the world. We've had tests in the past, and we've always overcome them. So don't lose hope. Don't give in to fear. We're all in this together. That's all he had to say, something like that. But the dude is such a fucking narcissist. Even an easy-ass question, he can't stand to answer. He's so insecure in every way. That's usually one of the main signs of a narcissist. Somebody that always brags themselves. Usually they do that because they actually have low self-esteem. They actually think they're shit. So they continuously have to build themselves up. Just fake bullshit. Man, it's hard to believe that guy's president. It's such an embarrassment. It's like literally tarnish the presidency forever. It can never be unstained. We will never unfuck the presidency. It's ruined forever because of this motherfucker. And you guys hear about this? The Congress people who were given briefings on the coronavirus, and they went out in public and downplayed the coronavirus, and then they sold their stock, knowing, because of their briefings, how bad it was going to be, how the stock market was going to crash. They dumped their fucking stocks. They took advantage of the fact that people are going to die and suffer in order to make money. Kelly Loeffler was one of them. She was dumping stock as she typed this. She said, Democrats have dangerously intentionally misled the American people on coronavirus readiness. Here's the truth. Real Donald Trump and his administration are doing a great job working to keep America healthy and safe. Yeah, she's to fucking resign immediately. Profiting off the death of Americans isn't a quality we should tolerate in the halls of power. Even Tucker Carlson was calling these motherfuckers out. That's how crazy it is when Tucker Carlson actually says some true ass shit. She sold up to $3.1 million worth of stock starting after she received the briefing on the coronavirus. She then purchased approximately $250 in Citrix. It's a telenetworking software. This is fucked up. Yeah, they knew that people were going to have to work from home. So she invested in the software that does that. And the software she invested in, actually, it was one of the few stocks to actually go up a little bit instead of all the other stocks that crashed completely. How are they not putting these motherfuckers in jail? This is insider trading at its purest form. She wasn't the only one to do it, though. Soon after he offered public assurance that the government was ready to battle coronavirus, Senate Intelligence Committee Chairman Richard Burr sold off between $582,000 and $1.56 million of his holdings on February 13th in 29 separate transactions. Put these motherfuckers in jail immediately. Resign immediately. What in the absolute fuck? And they asked Trump about it, and he was like, nah, they're good people. I know them. They're honest. I don't know anything about this situation. That's what he always says. He always obfuscates. Always plays dumb. I don't know anything about them selling stock, but I know they're honest people. Birds of a feather flock together. All these goddamn scummy con men always have each other's backs. But Elizabeth Warren, I know a lot of you out there think she's a snake or whatever the fuck, but she's still, like, she's done bad things, but she's still a pretty progressive candidate, and she's popular. Somebody we should probably get behind when she says stuff like, now's a good time to remind everyone that members of Congress should not be able to own or trade individual stocks while in office. I've already got a bill for that, and Congress should include that provision in the next stimulus. They absolutely should, but they won't. A lot of people run for office so they can get rich. Most of those congressmen, they get in there and they're not millionaires, and they leave. They're worth tens of millions of dollars. Should be fucking illegal. But it's not. Our country is bought and paid for by the oligarchy. That's why we need to get money out of politics, which is one of Joe Biden's policy positions. Definitely worth fighting for, in my opinion. And I guess I'll skip. What time is it? 30 minutes. Let me stop reading the chat real quick. Chat. What you guys got to say in the chat? Moonbat, you mean Alex Jones? He definitely a moonbat, that's for sure. Dusty on it, hells yeah. A point I actually agree with Warren on. Yep, she has some good points every once in a while. Birds of a feather, fuck together. Wouldn't be surprised. All the big orgy going over there in Washington. We must overturn Citizens United. I totally agree. Fucking money is not free speech. Should not be unlimited money in politics. It's absolutely ridiculous. Check the super chat. Super chatty chat. What we got going on here on the super chats? Do you believe Bigfoot is real? No. I've seen no evidence that Bigfoot is real, so I do not hold any belief in that. Thank you for that, Mr. Noodles. Nick Masticera, or whatever. Mr. Sa, I guess. $5. The mainstream media behavior has become so extreme. It's like the media of a third world autocracy or something. Yep. It's probably always been like this. I guess we're just noticing more now because Trump is in office, and it just seems crazier. But they've probably always been like this. Don't have much money, but must help the fuzzies. $2. Thank you, Jenny Rude. Appreciate that. Every little bit definitely helps. Much love. Hey, Dusty, I can hear your cats. Hello, I have 3. Do you watch Penguin Zero? Penguin Zo? No, I don't know what that is. He's a pretty funny commentator and recently made a video on that creepy fanatic. Never heard of him, but I'll check that out. Thank you. A wall in a can. Boris Stinch, you keep up the good work, my man. Always love watching your takes on the messed up stuff. that is going on in the world. What is your opinion on CBD? Is that the cannabis oil extract? Is that what CBD is? Yeah. I don't use it. I have no experience with it whatsoever. So I can't give any kind of educated opinion. I smoke lots of weed. I'm a big fan of that. So I just say smoke weed. Smoke weed every day. More kitties, more money. Yeah, we got some kid. I got a kitty in my lap right now. Ooh, let go, let go, let go, let go. So I can lift you up, dude. Got little fish hooks. Got a little fish hook in me. Wouldn't let go of my pants. She's like sleeping in my lap. She just a purring. She's a pretty girl. Get back into porn. Yeah. I think that's that ship has sailed. Can't really make money in porn anymore like I used to. One last check of the super chats. Nope, no more super chats. All right, folks. I guess that's my time. I'll be back Monday to cover the rest of this shit, I guess. We'll see what happens. Like, if you guys like the show, please consider supporting it by telling your friends about it or supporting me on Patreon. That would be nice. Patreon.com/SessCodcast. Be sure to sign up for the new channel. All that good shit. You know how it goes. Help me out. I will be back on Monday, probably. We'll see what the fuck happens. I appreciate those of you who tuned in. I definitely appreciate your viewership. I do have a small, loyal audience, and I don't want you to think it doesn't mean a lot to me, because it really does mean a lot to me. I still am very, very honored that I get to entertain you people, and I look forward to doing it again soon. Good night, everybody. I'll see you soon. Have a good week.